Up in County Durham, Peter Taylor's patiently waiting for a one-man army to arrive.
Take the second right, follow that road down and you'll see the big ammunition dump on the left-hand side.
Peter's moving on a 1943 Willis Jeep and a Studebaker Weasel, but Derek's own military operation is off track.
Oh, you've gone straight past. Right, you need to get yourself turned round and head back south on the 68 this time.
Has he got lost?
Yeah.
So he's actually further away than he was when he started?
Yeah, he's about 5 miles up the road. Hello, Derek. I can see you. Follow the road round to the left there, down the hill, up the other side.
Made good time, didn't I?
Yeah, brilliant.
You were surprised, weren't you? Well, I suppose they ain't going to have ammunition dumps on the high street, are they? What about a Jeep, Peter?
Well, you know what Jeeps bring. They bring silly money at the moment.
They're funny things. 15 grand buys your horrible one, 20 grand buys you a lovely one.
Yeah. I would say probably 17, 18.
Fire up there, mate. Let's have a listen. I think 16 were in with a good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I can't work that out, to be perfectly frank with you. But then again, these military lads, they're a bunch of oddbods, aren't they, a lot of them?
Yeah.
You know, well, you're one. And,
Exactly.
And they do pay sort of daft money for daft things, don't they?
Yeah.
Again, with that, where does that need to be then, reserve-wise?
Probably 12.
I suppose so. I mean, I just don't know. But they're simple to drive. Don't know what these levers here, must be gear levers.
Sorry, it's simple to drive, but you don't know what these levers here are.
Well, I know these. I know what the big ones are. It's the little devils that I'm not too sure. Perhaps the other one's four-wheel drive. What do you think?
Hang on, even I know that. You can't get that one past me.
Oh, no, you nearly fell for it, didn't you? Eh? Brilliant, aren't they? Go anywhere.
With the combat gear all present and correct, Derek's eye has been taken with a civilian offering that's going too. A 1928 Manchester truck.
Got a charm about it. Tyres are all good, aren't they? So, looks a strong little truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks all right.
Hard work to drive, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is it 3 or 4 speed?
3.
3 speed. It's pre-war. The old guys that knew it or would want one have gone. It leaves just a few whose maybe dad had one. That's the man we're looking for.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll find him. We have a knack of finding them, though, don't we?
The Manchester truck will be sent along later.
I like the unusual stuff because, wow, it's just more interesting, isn't it, really? There aren't too many people out there that are going to be offering a Weasel and a Willis at the same time and a Manchester truck.
Who's going to drive the Weasel off at the other end? Is it a job for Paul, do you think?
That might not be a bad idea, thinking about it. As long as it ain't me, I don't care. Really, but I ain't overbothered. Go on, mate, go on. Go on, go on, go on, go on. That's it. That'll do nicely. About there. A little bit more, just touch more if you can. That's it. Lovely.
Yeah.
Good to show, good to see you.
Oh,
Thanks for your help.
There are motors from every era, and lurking amongst the shiny saloons, a hard grafter from 1928.
It's an unusual bit of kit, really.
This Manchester lorry was the result of a special relationship between American manufacturer Willis and British engineers Crossley.
Crossley were quality, real quality manufacturer. We've had a couple of Crosleys through, and the feeling amongst the movement is that Crossley were probably better than Rolls-Royce. They were top quality manufacturers. A nice little 4-cylinder engine there, as you can see. Powerful little unit. So that's lovely. Coil ignition, not mag. You could argue, possibly, this might have been maybe 10 years before its time. Dead easy to work on, dead easy to run. Ideal. You would have picked it up as a drive-in chassis. Generally speaking, they gave you a box to sit on. And I'm told that the most common thing would be an orange box, an old orange box there. And you'd sit on that and you'd drive it home with none of this, nothing at all, just all out in the open and what have you. So you had to make sure that you picked it up on a decent day perhaps, and then you drove it back to the local joiner, told the joiner what you want, and he built a cab, and this is the result. I would love it to go to someone whose granddad went over and bought one of these new and drove it back on an orange box. I would absolutely love that story. Personally, I think it's going to do 6-7 grand. Might do 8, can't imagine it attracting bids higher than that, personally. ...1929 Willis Crossley Manchester truck, a B4. Beautiful bit of kit. 8,000 £8,000 I've got. 8,400. 8,800. 8,800. 9,000 third and last time submitting on the internet. 9,000.
The Manchester truck is staying in the north. A buyer from County Durham has big plans to spruce it up. In County Durham, the 1929 Manchester truck has found a new stable. And for timber company boss Neil Foodie and grandson Thomas, this vintage set of wheels dovetails perfectly into family life.
We go harness racing. Harness racing is racing in carts, there's trotting and there's pacing, and we do both. And we are more interested in 1 horsepower than, your Ferraris and this sort of thing, I'm pleased to say. My nana, Annie Foodie, she had one pre-war. My granddad died. My dad was 6-year-old, I think it was 1932. She carried on running the coal business. She went along and bought a new Manchester truck. Lots of people admired it. And then, unfortunately, the war came along and it was requisitioned. It never came back. But anyway, she lost it and therefore lost the business. My dad was too young to take it over. He finished up a pitman. And he used to tell us tales about this truck, what my nana had.
And so, for many long years, Neil's been searching for a pre-war Manchester truck he could restore as a tribute to his beloved nana.
Tried and it's not for sale. I just was flicking through on the iPad, the Mathewson sales, and this one was on. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I only had one bid. I bid £9,000. When they delivered it, I was over the moon with it, It was much better than I thought it was going to be. But there was a bit of rod on the woodwork, the chassis solid, painted and done underneath. And when it was just wood to do, I thought, well, that's right up our street. It's what we do. But we wanted to incorporate some of the old good pieces of wood back in it. So it's not a complete new body, the old bits are still in there. It's got the rails on to keep the coal bags on. It would have looked a better truck maybe with sides on, but it would be wrong. My nana didn't have one with sides on, she had a coal truck. And that's why I've kept it like this, that's what I wanted it like. We had the radiator redone as well. It's not show stuff, but it's quite nice. These, they were just black and tarnished, and all we done was just buff them up. It's just been done by friends. My pals have mucked in and done it with us, I had the name board made. I thought it'd be a nice little touch just to call it Annie Foodie after my nana. She was close to all of us. My dad also, and we thought a lot of his mum, and he'd be proud of it, yeah. And I think my nana would be proud of it as well.
Neil's passion for the Manchester truck and its place in his family history has even helped inspire future generations. His granddaughter, Carmen, has made the old workhorse the focus of her GCSE art project.
What, great-great-great-grandma?
Something like that, yeah. She's painted the truck and done a little story, and she helped me do the gold leaf, and she's done a lovely job. And it's nice for all the family, it just holds that little family tale that's there for everyone. Runs all right. Steering wheel, look at it. It's brilliant. First time. It's not like a museum piece. We'll use it about the place a bit if we want. We'll maybe go to that show. It's a working truck. It's not made to be an ornament and will get used.